Hey, mighty man of God, Joe Martin here with Real Men Connect, where we help good men become godly men by connecting to successful husbands, great fathers, and strong leaders. Guys, we're doing a Real Men Ride Along. I'm on my way back from working out with my wife, and I wanted to shoot this quick video because I want to share some wisdom that a good friend of mine, who's a Christian counselor and sort of like my spiritual mom, who gave me some advice or shared some wisdom with me years ago that I never forgot, but I never recorded it and shared it with a lot of people. But I thought this might be very helpful for men out there who may be struggling in their relationships right now. Now, when she was telling me this, it was people who are struggling in their marriage. But you'll see after I share this wisdom with you that it can apply to any relationship, whether it be with your children, whether it be with your employees or employer, or anybody in your job, even with friendships. So here's the advice, or here's the wisdom that she shared with me. Bonnie, thank you for sharing this wisdom. She says, Joe, I've been a counselor for over 30 years, a Christian counselor, and I've dealt with hundreds and hundreds of clients. And she says, Joe, before they step a foot into my office, I will always ask God, I will say a quick prayer, and I'll ask God a quick question. I said, God, when these two people show up in my office, please reveal to me as quickly as possible which one of them is not submitted to Christ. Guys, let me say that again. She said, when they step into my office, God revealed to me which one is not submitted to you. Now, what she was trying to tell me was this. She says, Joe, I know when there's conflict, that just reveals to me that someone is not committed to Christ. Someone is not committed to Christ. And Joe, my job is to find out which one it is. Now, I asked her, I said, why is that so important? And she says, Joe, the reason why I need to know who that one is because I need to know if there's a chance for this relationship to be saved. Now, she said she needs to know if there's a chance for this relationship to be saved. Now, what she meant by that, she says, Joe, if both people are not submitted to Christ, Joe, I know they're just wasting their money and wasting their time in my office. But Joe, I prayed that at least one person was submitted to Christ. Because if one person was, that means there was a chance that that relationship could be reconciled. Guys, you really got to get your mind wrapped around what she's saying here. Whenever there's a conflict between two people, that means somebody is not submitting to Christ. Guys, we don't have to agree with everybody, but we can agree to disagree without it breaking the relationship. So if a relationship is broken, that means someone in that relationship is not being submitted or surrendered to Christ. So if that is you, there is still a chance that that relationship can be fixed if that other person is willing to submit to Christ. Now, if you're the person who's willing to submit to Christ, then that means you have a chance of saving that relationship. But listen to what she said. But if both people are not submitted or surrendered to Christ, basically there is no chance for her to help reconcile that relationship. Now, look at that how it applies to your marriage, your children, your friendships, your employee, your employer. And my advice to you, at least when she gave me this wisdom, is that I must always be that person who is willing to be submitted to Christ. I must be that person. And guess what? You should too. So remember, guys, we are males by birth, but we are men by choice. So when you make the choice to submit to Christ and surrender to Christ, you are actually making a conscious choice to be a real man. So please, I hope this message blesses you. Please share it with anyone you think could benefit from this message. And as always, remember, we are males by birth, but we are men by choice. So intentionally make that choice, because a male is a terrible thing to waste. God bless you guys, and I'll see you next time.